Once upon a time, there was a family who decided to move into a very old and historic house. Little did they know, this house had a dark secret. It was haunted by a vengeful spirit. The family, consisting of John, Lisa, and their two young children, Ethan and Emma, had no idea what awaited them within those eerie walls. On their first night, strange things started happening. They heard eerie whispers that sent shivers down their spines. The temperature dropped dramatically, making them feel an icy chill in their bones. Shadows danced on the walls, and the floors creaked under unseen footsteps. The family felt an overwhelming sense of unease and fear. As the days passed, the haunting intensified. Objects moved on their own, and sinister laughter echoed through the halls. The children woke up in the middle of the night, screaming in terror, claiming they had seen a shadowy figure standing at the foot of their beds. John and Lisa tried to calm their children, but they too felt a presence lurking around them. Determined to uncover the truth behind the haunting, John began researching the history of the house. He discovered that the house had a dark past, marked by tragedy and violence. A woman named Elizabeth had lived there many years ago, and she had met a tragic end under mysterious circumstances. John suspected that Elizabeth's restless spirit was the one tormenting his family. Armed with this knowledge, John decided to communicate with the spirit. He gathered his family in the living room one evening, holding hands tightly. In a trembling voice, he spoke into the darkness, addressing the spirit. "Elizabeth, if you can hear us, please tell us why you haunt this house. We mean you no harm." Suddenly, the room grew still, and a cold breeze swept through the room. A ghostly figure materialized before them, a woman in a tattered white gown, her face contorted with rage. It was Elizabeth, the vengeful spirit. She let out an ear-piercing scream that made the family cover their ears in agony. Elizabeth's voice boomed through the room, filled with anguish and anger. "You dare intrude upon my domain. This house belongs to me. I will never let anyone live in peace here." Trembling, John pleaded with Elizabeth, "We understand your pain, Elizabeth, but we are just trying to find peace for our family. Please, let us live here in harmony." Elizabeth's rage seemed to waver for a moment. She stared at the family, her eyes filled with sadness. "You do not know the suffering I endured in this house. I cannot rest until justice is served." John, driven by empathy, promised Elizabeth that he would uncover the truth behind her tragic end. He began investigating her death, digging through old newspaper archives and speaking to locals who had lived in the area for decades. Slowly, the pieces of the puzzle fell into place. It was revealed that Elizabeth had been unjustly accused of a crime she did not commit. The true culprit was a jealous neighbor who had framed her and condemned her to a life of suffering and torment. Elizabeth's life was cut short, her spirit forever trapped in the house, seeking revenge. Armed with this newfound knowledge, John confronted the neighbor, who was now an old man living alone. He confessed to his heinous crime. Filled with remorse for what he had done, John made him promise to confess to the authorities, ensuring that justice would finally be served. Days turned into weeks as the neighbor's confession set Elizabeth's spirit free. The haunting ceased, and the house regained a sense of tranquility. The family, relieved but forever changed by their terrifying encounters, finally found peace within those historic walls. The family learned a valuable lesson about the power of forgiveness and the weight of unresolved grievances. The vengeful spirit had tormented them, but it was their compassion and determination that ultimately saved them from a fate worse than death. And so, they lived on, cherishing the newfound peace and the bonds that grew stronger in the face of darkness. Thank you for watching our captivating tale of the haunted house and the family's quest for peace. If you enjoyed this story, be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications, so you never miss another spine-tingling adventure. Hi Marlon, I know it's been 2 days since we both started to take a break on our relationship. I just want you to know that I'm proud that you keep fighting and healing. I know I'm not there by your side, but keep in mind that I will always wait for you.